Y'all fellas ready to get going? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no. I don't know. Nah, he ain't in, but alright, cool. He'll roll through. He'll roll through. Cause I hit the group like, yo, where you at? Oh, I know. That's why I got a whole bunch of people that disagree with me. I was like, look. Which one? Oh, word. All right, cool. Got you. All right, here we go. Word. No doubt. So we should be good now. Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of You Best to Believe It. Beast Vibes Life. We here. This is the last episode of the year. Yeah. Can you believe it?
If we go by the human being the Gregorian calendar, brother.
Oh yeah, if you follow the Gregorian calendar, my brother.
Break that knowledge down, Sean.
It's not even the year 2020. You know what I'm saying? You following the white man's calendar. You need to get on your own calendar, my brother.
Man, we in 2048.
It gotta be your own time. Gotta be on your own time. You know?
Man, so this episode is gonna be fun, laid back. I ain't even gonna get mad this episode. I promise y'all. I know.
He'll be
people be like, sugar, honey, iced tea.
No shots today.
Honey, iced tea.
No shots. So with that said, we're starting in the bottom square. Anwar, Highsign, you know him, you love him. Say what up.
General Highsign. I'm here on live from the space station.
Throw your rollies in the sky, y'all.
Salute.
Right? So but diagonal.
They don't understand me down there at all. So I just stay up here now. I don't even come down there unless I gotta get groceries. Yeah,
so
that's it.
Diagonal square, we got ARC, Father Part 3, Space Bridge. What up, man?
It is me, Sean Arckatron Kelly. In the place to be, Arckatron.com is where you can find me. Whee! We here. Let's do it.
He's actually outside of the space station. I waved to him when I walked past the window.
Yeah. Did you cross the space bridge to see him?
Exactly.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
He helped me with technology, you know.
Space Bridge.
Last but not least, we got, of course, PL. Better recognized.
Space Bridge.
What up, PL?
What's good, y'all? It is Parker, PL Lewiz, Lewiz. That's .com, all social media, all streaming sites and things like that. Yeah, go Yankees.
So this episode is about 2021. Looking forward to the future. Being hopeful, being happy, being optimistic. So this episode we'll get into everything that we're thinking about that we want to see, that we hope happens. You know what I'm saying? In this realm of the beats and the rhymes, if you will. But awesome. before we got started, I know PL was going to drop some joint about Pharrell on Drink Champs, and since, you know what I'm saying, 2 up, 2 down, I'm going to have to hear it real quick. So what happened with Pharrell?
Nah, he just basically dropped some gems. Like, he basically said that the whole Justin Timberlake first album, the Justified album, was all produced for Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Produced for him, or?
Yeah, the whole, the beats, the songs were all written, all ready to go, and presented to Michael, and Michael was like, I'm not with it.
Wow. The whole album, Senorita and all that?
That became Justified.
Wow.
See, because the story I heard was they sent the information, the songs and stuff to Mike's people, and they kind of gate kept them. That's the story I heard. But still,
I don't know about that.
That means that Mike himself said no. Wow.
Right. That wouldn't be surprising. I saw the other snippet that came from that episode about fronting.
Yeah.
What is that he wrote fronting and produced fronting for Prince. Prince was like, nah. Good.
No, I mean, he was better off giving that to Mike because that bridge sounds just like I Can't Help It. That boom,
it does kind of
get to the wrong artist. That's what he should give to Mike.
Maybe because he sings the melody line, so you can get the picture. And the episode he sings it. It's like he didn't, and then he made fronting out of it.
Wow.
So Prince was fronting. That's what you're saying.
When Justified came out, I remember being like,
and then one more. Hold on, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I remember hearing Justified and being like, well, that sound like he trying to jock Mike's style. And I was like, oops, my bad,
It
Justin.
all makes sense.
I don't think I've ever heard it in its entirety.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I've never heard it in its entirety.
I have.
I heard his later joint, like 2020, and like
I did. I used to play that joint like crazy, not because I like Justin Timberlake, but I mean, the album was basically the Neptunes in Timberland, man. It's like
it sounds like that is why that is why you were playing it though, because you like.
Oh yeah, because Justin Timberlake is the greatest singer.
Wait. So even the Timberland beats were for Mike too?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Or
about
just
that.
the Neptune.
His portion of the Justified joint.
Okay.
Was
that
all
interesting,
for Mike.
Wait, because that had Cry Me River on it?
Yeah, that was the Timbo joint.
I can see Mike singing that though.
Facts.
Yo, man, Mike slept on that, man. Cause
if Cry Me River was on it and he didn't take it, then he was sleeping. But if the Neptune stuff on it, I can kind of see why he's like, nah, I'm good.
It was still better than what he was dropping at the time, which was nothing.
Because he said this was right
yeah,
after
but you say that.
World.
Oh, so this was right after that. Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking about when Justified came out, not when he pitched it. So word.
Yeah, this is but
at the same time, you say that as though Mike ever had to touch a record again in his life at that point.
Well, yeah, he does have 4 classics back to back.
Yeah, and don't forget the career before he had those classics.
He was an icon living at that time.
Don't forget about the Jackson 5.
He was an icon living.
Jackson 5.
He was just an icon living.
You know, he's got albums before those 4 classics. So I'm just saying,
icon living.
And he has. I mean, he was rock and roll. His later joints. I mean, the Butterfly. He had some joints. He had some joints.
He did have some
joints on it.
People sleep on that album with Butterfly.
I gotta go back to that.
Marsha Ambrosius.
Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
That's another album that was presented to. That was another song that fell into his lap. But yeah, I think Highsign's right. I think that's the Invincible album.
Yeah, the Invincible album. Yeah, I heard.
Invincible.
It got some
Invincible got joints on it.
They do.
Don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep on it.
Joints on it.
He said that. The "Looking at Me" song from Mace. Why are you over there looking at me?
Yeah.
Was for BBD.
I can see that. See that.
And they were like,
nah. I can see that.
That was like, wait, what? Why would they turn that down?
I can see it though, because at that time the Neptune sound was getting I was kind of done with it. Even before that was
that was before Nori.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that sound, I think that sound wasn't the sound I believed in the Neptunes. Like the Looking at Me was like 98, right? Something like 99,
97, 98.
97.
Yeah, something like
97. The next year is when Super Thug comes out, right? 98.
November 98.
So the Neptune stuff before Super Thug was very much like the "Why over looking at me" type of style. Like it was very specific. And I feel like after Super Thug, they get a little bit like more into the bag, and that's the Neptune that I like. You know what I'm saying?
Also, like that beat,
I forgot. Go ahead.
That beat, there's not a lot of melody to it, so I can understand like when you sing it. And in hindsight, we like, oh yeah, like I'm like, oh, I could hear that.
Yeah.
If you just listen to that instrumental, it's like very linear. So you would have had to like really give me the whole vision, and I still might have been like,
I think that's what he was doing at the time.
Yeah, but
he was good. He definitely.
They were brand new.
Yeah.
Nobody is like, yo.
Yeah, because remember they also didn't have no name. They had no name.
Yeah, like, so they were new. And then, like, you're giving me these kind of, like, what feels skeletal at the time. And that joint, do-do-do-do-do-do, bip, 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 do-do-do. I'm like, I'm going to pass on that. I'm good on
that. Well, there was one more. That, there was a joint for Nas that Nas turned down. That became a big hit for them.
Nas. What could they have given Nas?
Oh, baby, you want me?
Lap dance?
Lap
This is
dance.
lap dance here for free. But you didn't get this lap dance here for free.
Let me ask you, did it have that part on it?
Yeah, the hook with everything loaded, ready to go.
I can understand why Nas did not take that. I love that song. I like that joint.
That song is fire.
That song is fire, but it's not fire for Nas.
It could have been outside of the box for him at that time. It could have worked. He could have made that song work.
Yeah, I think
he should have to.
Hold on. I think if executed correctly, like if he'd have got that one and probably like maybe one or two more joints like that weren't so shorty, say what's your price? Like
because Lap Dance is definitely better.
If he would have found more of a balance with that.
None of us wanted that from Nas. That's the thing.
Hold on. We didn't want it.
Yeah.
Masses wanted it. Because
Lap Dance got...
Hold on.
Nas gets destroyed for Omi. Omi wasn't even really that bad of a song, fam. He gets destroyed for that song to this day.
Those club records, those radio records are the records that separate him from Sean if we keep it in a thou wow.
For me? Wow.
You know good well who I'm honored. About. He's talking about Mr. Carter.
That part.
Honored.
That part.
I'm honored. Thank you.
For me?
So I need to produce for Nas, what you're saying. That's what needs to happen?
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Let's just throw it out there.
Yeah.
No,
let's put it on the table. We're going to put it on the table. Let's put it up.
I'm not playing. I'm being serious.
I got a couple joints
got some joints
recently
that I've heard, and I know I haven't even heard everything. Arckatron got some joints that I've heard, and it's been forever since I've been to your place because of COVID. So that would be
got some club joints.
I got all
the club joints.
You never sent them
I've
to
heard
me.
some joints that were harder than some of the joints that were on King's Disease, and that's real.
Ooh, shots fired.
That's real.
Can you send
but that's not no shots. No, that is not a shot. There is no shots.
Here we
no
go.
Shots today.
Load it
no
up.
Shots today.
Load the clip.
He wasn't sure. He said he left his gun at home.
No shots. There are no shots today. I'm just saying. Okay, let me rephrase. Joints that are just as great as the ones that were on King's Disease.
Oh, okay.
There you go. No shots today. This is the end of the year. I'm not shooting no shots.
Hey, you got
clean up on our floor. Clean up on our floor, folks.
Arcka, can you put them in the Dropbox for me?
I have nothing. No, I'm talking about the joints y'all heard. I mean, I got like one more, but don't worry about that
we'll
one.
Put it in there.
I need to get a West Coast artist on that.
Save some for me.
I need a West Coast artist on that one though.
I remember them.
I need Nipsey.
I know the one that you're talking about.
I need Nipsey. No, I got a new one. New.
Oh, you don't. You need to put that in the Dropbox. I need to hear it.
I'm just saying. Woo.
Throw that thing in the chat, man.
NERDSoul, what did you just say? What's the name you just said?
That pack of Blazinis, man. I remember them Blazinis.
Oh, he's talking about Blazini. That's the throwback joint.
Yeah,
now
it's been forever since I've been over the spot. So
I've been cooking.
There's some in the Blazini, and them joints is older. So I know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to holler. All I know is I'm glad I'm here now. So once he blows up, I can sit back and be like, but see, I knew him though. I knew him.
I used to tell him that was hot. That sound right there, put it right there.
I was having a conversation.
And you know I'm gonna change the story too. I'm gonna be like, see, I bought him his first drum machine. I'm gonna go and do my own documentary.
I bought him his first. I bought him the synthesizer.
Put all the extras on it.
And I was like, I told him, don't do it like this.
I bought him
do it
the
like
keyboard
that.
he was using. He act like he don't know me now.
You gonna be like Jazzo, like you Jazzo, I'm Jay, you Jazzo. It's gonna be bitter, bitter Jazzo.
They're cool. They're cool now.
They're cool now. I'm just saying that those years of that bitterness was.
But the years of that bitterness produced a dope ass joint that he did with Primo.
True.
The love is gone. For those that don't know, 41st side.
41st side. Too loud? Should I for you?
NERDSoul, is this sound out for y'all? Or is it just out for me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you
What?
back now. You back now.
Oh, look at him.
Hold up.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There we go.
We hear you now. You started to panic.
He's like, ooh,
Kevin Feige was
what?
coming after me because I was shooting at Marvel the other day, and then DC was trying to shut me down because I was shooting at DC too. But today,
you was no. What did you say about DC? Because you was nice about the Wonder Woman.
You got the burnout.
no, but
DC?
then I was talking about how they don't have a plan. Like they have a good movie here, bad movie there, good movie okay here, an okay animated series, blah blah blah. But they have no vision. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all watch Wonder Woman?
I did.
84, Wonder Woman 84.
I did
I did as well.
What did you think, Mr. Highsign, General Highsign? What did you
General Highsign. General Highsign.
You know, for those that don't know, I did not really enjoy the first movie. I found it to be really annoying. The second one, I know that I'm in the minority about that. I have my reasons. We'll get into it another time. But the second one's fun. Like I wouldn't venture to say like, yo, this is that one y'all gotta see. But I enjoyed my time with it. It was fun. It was worth a while.
All right.
Results may vary for y'all because I know somehow it goes sometimes. Like it might be like, yo, this is terrible. And you know, the other person, somebody on the other side, will be like, I didn't mind it. It was cool. So yeah,
I enjoyed it. So I know,
It
but
was a good
I know
time.
how my panel won't feel it. My panel was like, nah, bruh.
It's fun for the whole family.
I will say there was a statement made. I did want to say peace to and much love to the family and friends of Shabadoo who passed, because I remember there was a tweet that went out today about it, which said, sadly, you know, on this day of Shabadoo passing, I have to remember when DC had Wonder Woman walk through 80s DC with white breakdancers out there, out there in the city. And I was like, I remember pausing and rewinding that moment, like, hold up. This is 84? And they're all white? Wow.
Wait, that was in the new movie they did?
The new movie,
yeah.
84
DC.
So that's
white people had already appropriated breaking, apparently. It had booted out all black people and Latino people in the culture.
She was like, "This is breakdance." She said, "This is breakdance." She didn't say breakdancing. She said breakdance. I was like,
"All right, here's my whole thing, though. Like,
it's breakdancing because that's what they're doing." But whatever.
Why does anyone expect that from Wonder Woman? Like, why does anyone expect Wonder Woman to be culturally
appropriate?
Yeah, like why does anyone expect that from Wonder Woman?
That is awesome.
In life, but I don't think they're expecting it, but expecting it and calling it out are two different things. Like being like, hold up, really? Y'all gonna try to throw that on us? That's not really expecting it. Like nobody's going in and be like, yo, Wonder Woman gonna be
call woke. It out. One would have to see that scene and be like, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this. Like, okay, cool, fair, yeah, but look at what we're talking about.
Talking about that Wonder Woman.
Like the whitest movie, yo. Like this, it's a white ass movie, bro. Like, it's Wonder Woman 84. Like it takes place in the white parts of DC in the white mall with a white superwoman. Ain't no white parts of DC in 84. Tell that to the producers of Wonder Woman 84, because there's a lot of white parts in Wonder Woman.
But it's really wasn't nothing about 84 that made it not need to be in that year, because like for real, they barely even leaned into the 80s stuff. It was like, all right, it could have been.
It had like the colors, a little bit of the fashion, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit of the fashion.
Some of the fashions.
Little sprinkle.
I mean, it's not like they had, you know, like a golden eagle on the arm, you know what I'm saying? That's fashion. You know what I'm saying? That's real fashion. When you're wearing a fresh robe in the music video with a do-rag, that's fashion. A two-tone do-rag.
Holding an ice cream.
You take the wallaby, you dye this side, and then it's like blue and cream. That's fashion. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Holding an ice cream cone with sprinkles on it while you're rapping.
while
you're
rapping.
rapping.
Not spilling
Amazing.
a drop.
Iconic.
Pause.
Now,
Not a
if
drop.
that video would have had white breakdancers, then we got something to talk about. But no, I don't expect. I don't expect any black breakdancers to be next to Gal Gadot. I'm sorry, it just wasn't something that I considered while watching.
Yeah, it's a fantasy world. Just like they're playing up, or it really is a fantasy world because, like, Marvel sits in like for the most part, sits in a real universe,
world.
A realish world, which is how Stan Lee wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
So DC, they're on some fantasy stuff still. So like, that's Wonder Woman doesn't exist. It may be Earth, but it ain't our Earth.
Yeah, it's another Earth.
It's another Earth.
It's another Earth where the downtrodden white people had to come up with their own music.
It's fantasy.
And it was dancing in the street.
It's all that fantasy stuff, man. It's really, that's why I never really gravitated to too many DC characters, because they're fantasy characters. Superman, that ain't from how he human if he's from another planet. He alien, right?
Open
he
up
a
your
super
mind.
alien.
Open up your
That's
mind.
what I'm saying. It's stupid. Just the idea of it's stupid.
I'm
He
cool
came
on
from another
DC.
planet. Oh, Krypton, I'm weak. Get out of here.
Open up your mind.
So that's yeah.
But with this, to the chat, I want to extend to the folks in the chat that are watching and even on the replay. What are you looking forward to in hip hop in the year 2021? I'll start it off, and also to my panelists, you know what I'm saying, the Four Horsemen here. Next year, I want to see, can we get some posse cuts? Not collabs, not like two people. I would like to see a posse cut. Posse cuts with, you know what I'm saying, like a group of people that are not related in any way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they might be friends in the industry, but you know what I'm saying? Like a posse
You trying
cut.
to say you want a Horseman posse cut?
I want posse
I would
cuts
be mad at that.
with better beats. The posse cuts usually beats is with the problem, and the beats be just like, nah. You got like 20 people on, but the beats like, nah. It's the only time it gets a posse cut if it's a remix of a song that actually was good and people want to rap to it. But them posse cuts that are like, oh, this is on my album, sometimes maybe just the beat is just bland. That's what we need.
Make it like the posse cuts that LL used to put out, because LL used to have some fresh beats.
He does have a couple posse cuts that are
LL got some fresh beats.
Nowadays, quiet as you kept, that there are a lot of posse cuts, but due to label clearances and stuff like that, the way that the game is today, they sit on a vault or they sit on somebody's hard drive.
Yeah,
I think that happens a lot. Especially look at like Atlanta, right? Where everybody just pull up to the studio. You might have like 8 rappers, like known dudes that rap. And they all pull up to the studio. You don't think they all jumping on something? Say, hey, save me 8 bars and save me. That's like you'll hear a song where dude got like 4 bars. Like, wait, like that's all he has is in 4 bars on like one of these. Like, I think that happens a lot more often than we think it does, and the joints just end up sitting on somebody's hard drive.
Well, let's clarify a little bit. How many rappers for you, NERDSoul, constitutes a posse cut?
That's the question.
I mean,
we can take that around.
You have the big ones where it's like say like 8, 9 people, but I'd say 3 or more. Let's say 3 or more unrelated people. So like you can't have 3 people from the Woo. That's not a posse cut.
So it can't be like Big Daddy Kane, Little Daddy Shane, and somebody else, and School Lover, because they're related. So it can't be them. There's got to be.
No, it would like.
Well, you mean in the same crew? Okay, never mind.
But with that logic,
I'd say 3 or more.
Okay, 3 or more. But
you know what? No. I'd say 4 or more.
I was getting ready to say at least 4.
4 or more.
Well, I'll say can be related because Scenario is a posse cut, and well, you have Leader New School, you have Tribe, and that's it, right? And yes, so that's just 2 crews, but it's like 7 verses, 5 rappers. I'm thinking about the remix that had like Milo,
but there's still 2 crews coming together.
7 rappers.
7, yeah.
So it's still 2 crews converging.
Many styles.
So yeah, like something like that. 4 or more rappers, or 2 crews converging. I'd be down with that too. You know what I'm saying? Because you have like the Wu-Tang and Onyx joint. You got like that. So I wouldn't be against 2 crews also coming together, but I want to see some
like
more
Flip
posse
Mode
cuts,
meets
man.
Def Squad. That's a posse cut. Yeah, no, like because like remixes do remixes count as posse cuts? Because Flavor in Year would be a posse cut.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Or are you just talking about something that's on somebody's album that's like a song that
I
they
go
did?
for a remix too. I'd be down with a
Okay.
remix. A remix I'm down to, because I would consider Flavor in Your Ear remix a posse cut, because you got Big, you got Busta,
One of the
you got
best
Craig
posse
Mack.
cuts ever made.
LL, who's Craig Mack's song. Don't forget we got Craig Mack. It's his song.
That's right.
Don't be doing that to Craig Mack.
Yo, man, don't be doing that to the Mac Attack. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna come at you, boy.
The late
Rest
great
in peace
Mac.
to Craig Mack, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Craig Mack.
Gotta get the cash.
Boy.
Gotta get the dough.
Yeah,
I love that song.
Making moves, y'all.
I love that song.
That song is dope.
Gotta
Like
get the
that song is
cash.
dope.
Gotta get the dough.
Boy.
Like for real. That song is dope.
Yeah. Now I was thinking,
So yeah, that's where I'm at. What are you guys thinking? What would y'all like from next year? What would you like to look forward to next year?
Can I say this one?
Right.
Diversity. Nah, just
more diversity.
No, just but it's something we've all been clamoring for since the 90s. It feels like we want things to be more balanced. But what is balance really? Because that's become more like a philosophical question. Like, what is balance? Like, to whose liking is it ever going to be balanced? You know what I mean? Like, so I feel that just some sort of like different, or just diversity in the messages that are put out there more on a national level.
Oh, so like more diversity in the mainstream, maybe.
Yeah, if that's possible.
I get what you're saying.
Honestly, all over.
Yeah.
More,
Underground too. Like it's
not
very diverse.
Just be
not very diverse down there.
Be back to who you do and what you do, and stop worrying about what they doing.
Look at you plugging your album.
I ain't plugging no. I said that on the album. See, I forgot more than you ever learned.
Tying it in.
Marquis Collins said no whack music next year.
I just feel like everyone just needs to like work on self and their music. I mean, I love everyone on everybody's song, but it's like the same people on everybody's song. Let's just stop doing that, please. It was like it was an Anderson .Paak train for like 2 years, man. I'm like, yo, I'm good.
I know what you, I was about to say, I know what you're talking about. Where it's like
let Anderson be on his own album.
Yeah, I want Anderson on my album. You gonna be on my album too?
Yeah,
that would be fire though.
Thomas D said he wants a Cole and Kendrick album entitled
I need
Cold
to hear
World,
that.
Mad City.
I don't want it to be called
Cold World, Mad City.
Cold World.
That would be fire.
Like,
I feel like they would do something good together though, a full length. I mean, but we never gonna get it. It's just like we never gonna get Black. It's like we never gonna get Black Hippie.
I mean,
nah.
You never know. You never know.
That's never gonna get it.
Look, man, we got an album. Remember when we thought we would never ever hear again from D'Angelo, and we got that. Once that came out, I was like,
I never thought that.
See, I thought we were never gonna hear him again.
No.
I was like,
this the problem is that he already had 2 albums before he disappeared.
Yeah, true.
Black Hippie ain't got one. J. Cole, Kendrick, none.
And they also keep telling us that it's never going to happen. So
there's
that part.
D'Angelo was never listen to music ever again.
It's been like the 5th. It's been like the 5th, 6th year of them telling us it's never going to happen. I'm inclined to believe them because
at some point we're just going to have to take their word for
it. Thomas D said, "Look out for Detox next year."
Yeah, Detox.
Right,
Detox.
Right.
I feel like wasn't there like word somewhere that Dre was working on some stuff?
Oh,
didn't somebody say that?
I'm so tired.
That happens.
Maybe I'm bugging. I might be bugging.
Every month that someone says that.
The last
I'm so
picture I
tired of
seen
hearing
him
about
was
Dre
in the
working on
studio
something.
with
Dre is working on his divorce right now.
Yeah, that's what he's working on.
That's big. That's detox right there.
Yeah.
In case you wanted to know what it sounded like. Not that happy.
All right, how about you, PL? What
Not
you
too
looking
much of
forward
a party.
to? What you want from next year?
I think I said the same thing on our special, Highsign. Yo, for 2021, man, I don't want to see no more dead rappers.
Yo, that was my other thing that I was going to bring up. I want to see some more.
Say it again. Hey, man. I don't want no dead. Can we go through? Can we make it 1 year?
12 months
without a rapper dying over some dumb stuff.
Yeah, for
can
real,
we?
Man. Like,
very real.
We definitely need a push of I don't know positivity or something. I don't know.
It's not even that, man. It's almost like every day.
We need some common sense. It's not even the positivity that we're looking for.
Well, yeah.
Some common sense, some long range thought, some less impulse.
Yeah.
Less inclination to throw away your life and career.
Yeah.
Just respect for life. Period.
Some respect for life, less thirst, less chasing of the clout.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's all I want. That's really bothering me, man. It's like almost like at least once a week, you go on the Twitter or the Instagram and it's RIP to such and such. At least once a week.
And Tyler Bennett talking about rhyming like common sense. Nah, you ain't got to rhyme like common sense. It's just, there's a lot of behind the scenes. And I know, don't get me wrong, I know some stuff has to do with people's entourages sometimes. Also, social media helps hype stuff up.
Most
you know times. What I'm saying? Like publications, different stuff also help to hype. Like all of it kind of helps to hype things up from time to time. But it's, people, they passing young, man. And I even think if someone was to
everything is
die,
not for the internet, man.
Everything is not. Say it again for the ignorant in the back.
A lot of the stuff that you see escalating to that level is because everything is not for the internet, fam. When somebody embarrasses a person on a worldwide platform, it hits different than if y'all just had y'all static behind the scenes.
Yeah. So, and then of course there's naturally there's this idea like, yo, I've been embarrassed at this level. I have to then retaliate at that level. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't just. It seems like there
are a lot of moving parts. So don't. Yeah. We're not reducing it down to that, but this is.
I'm getting
not
to
sure.
the
I'm talking to y'all.
Oh yeah.
We're not reducing it down to. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. I know there's media sites, there's clout, there's fans, there's entourages, there's the actual people involved. There's
social media.
There's social media. There's all this stuff swirling around, but we got to figure out a way to mediate or have a
diffuse something.
Yeah, some because
it's not even like
20s is mad young, man.
It's simple, man. It's one thing, fam. I not even to be on no preachy stuff or nothing like that, man. Like I don't know, man. I come from a certain environment, right? And it's like you get tired of seeing people that you love go all the time. Like, fam, you kind of get tired of that. So it's like, if you can, it's a simple matter of respecting life. Because, fam, it's like, if you, as soon as you take one, fam, you throwing yours away too.
Yeah, and
because
if you don't even respect other people's, at least respect yours.
Fam. It's that simple, fam. Like it's that simple.
Yeah, it's so me too. That's what I want for next year. If we can figure out a way to handle, because I mean, conflict is going to happen because we are in a hip hop. There is a part of hip hop that has a kind of I don't know, like a toughness, like a very a very kind of macho feel in a part of hip hop. So I mean, I don't expect conflicts to never happen, but just kind of like dealing with them a little bit differently to where people can be alive. Where 5 to 10 years later, you can be like, you know what, that was kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? So you can be like, you know what, I was bugging. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do think, and I think Anwar was talking about this on the episode of Everything You Didn't Know You Needed, was that if these people lived another
the new show,
10,
the new spinoff with me and Parker Lewis coming 2021, right here on the same Bat channel.
If people had another 10 years or so, you'd have that clarity to be like, oh, yeah, maybe I was tripping a little bit. Maybe I was bugging a little something. You know
it wasn't even as gravitational as I made it out to be at that time. Like it wasn't even my whole. And now, granted, some people never reach that point where they look back and they're like, "Man, that really wasn't as much of a big deal and impact to my life as it seemed like at that time." Because I mean, look at like Benzino and a couple other people out here that's just like dragging beefs. Stuff that happened in the early 2000s and still talking about it. Like, man, what are we doing, fam? Like, brothers is 50-something years old.
Yeah, and like with people passing in like their 20s and 30s, like when I see people pass in their 40s and 50s, I'm like, I'm still thinking that's young because when I was younger, I was raised around older people. So I was raised around people that died at like 93, 95. 89, something like that. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, you're 50. You got about 40 years left to live. You got a whole kind of, you have, your grandkids' lifetime to live or something like that.
A whole nother act. You got a fourth
act. You have a whole nother, you have
two.
Yeah. And these people are passing in their 20s. I'm like, this is crazy.
You weren't even finished Act 1 yet.
Yeah. You didn't even start the intermission of like the film, the epilogue, the intermittent, whatever.
You ain't even really get to do anything yet. So that's definitely something that I'm that I'm hoping for in 2021. And yeah, like PL, you hit it on the head. That was my second thing on my mind. Like, yo, man, it is getting to be a lot. And I mean, not saying if something like natural causes, I'm not talking about that. Like, I'm talking, we're talking about violence.
Like violent deaths, right?
We're not, like, if someone passes naturally, then that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, say a sickness or something like that. We ain't talking about that. Now, to the chat, back to the possibilities of albums, like Cold World, Mad City. He said, if Jay Electronica dropped an album this year, anything is possible. And I mean, honestly, he did drop an album.
Fair enough.
It was a collab album.
He dropped two albums, actually.
He dropped it pre-COVID. He knew something. He was like, I'm going to drop this.
Yo, he knew that COVID was coming. He was like, let me go and get this out.
Oh, God. Get this out the way.
Was it pre-COVID?
Jay Electronica albums this
I don't
year.
think it was pre-COVID. Was
it
pre-COVID?
We got two?
Yeah, we got the other one, too, the actual album that we've been waiting for 20 years. Like, geez, Sky, what happened? So yeah, we actually got two this year. Technically,
got two Jay Elect albums this year. So you never know, man. That Cold World could be coming. You know what I'm saying?
Cold City.
Not according to his. He put a little note that had his things he was going to take care of before the fall off, which he says is his last album.
Wait, who's saying this?
Cole.
Last album, he Jay-Z. He trying to retire.
He is trying to retire, yes, and raise his family.
Oh, okay, you got to retire, raise your family. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to retire and raise the babies.
Got to raise up the youth.
Why do you have to retire though? Like that seems so like dramatic.
Because he's dramatic.
Because it is dramatic. But
the crazy part is,
you know what? No shots. I'm not saying that.
A lot of these rappers, a lot of rappers say that. Yo, I'm retiring. I'm done. Woo, woo, woo. And none of them actually do.
Yo, boy, did it.
You actually took my point out of my head. Music is different than other jobs.
Yeah.
And it's not something that goes away. It's something that can be like abrasively ripped away to where you don't love it. But it's not something that, like, if you were like successful and enjoying it and it was like fulfilling, it doesn't like just go away. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a couple years off and then come back. But you know, everybody at the top has to do this. I'm retiring.
Yeah, like I'm retiring. It's like the threat of him retiring makes people want to buy the next album more. Like I'm trying to figure out, is it a marketing ploy when he be doing this?
He doesn't need a marketing ploy. He's just one of them guys that's going to sell regardless. I think to him, he's like, I think his thing is, I've done all the things. Like I've done everything that I wanted to do.
Check all the boxes.
I've checked all the boxes. Like
I need to make some new boxes. He need to actually get like a couple sustaining good albums back to back. That's what I need from him.
Yeah.
Like
I actually believe him. I actually believe that he'll be after the fall off. I'll be like, yo, man, I'm gonna go raise my kid. I got Dreamville. Let me go help these young artists. And
he's got like some other like not rap dreams that he's expressed that I think he wants to chase, and I'm sure he'll make music still, but I think it'll be like when I feel like it.
Jump on some Earth Gang joints.
Yeah, and Thomas D said Ice-T plays a cop now because Jenna James came through and said, watch him transition like to acting like Method Man. So I mean, you know, he could transition into the acting game. You know, get his act
that
on.
I don't see.
Let's not forget though, Method Man still raps.
Yeah, Method Man does still rap. Like he'll still.
Method Man is about to drop an album produced by Havoc, so
he has that's still a thing.
Did it come out?
It ain't out yet.
Word?
No, Meth had one of the best verses of the year. Hold up, let's not forget. Not forget.
That verse was hot. You talk about the.
He's on the Conway joint. He's on a song with Conway called Lemon. I believe.
With the lemon squeeze.
That was a pretty tough verse. I
gotta revisit it.
Meth was Meth.
With the mean face on for that.
Notice, guys, the shot did not.
I gotta revisit it.
I'm sure in 2021 we'll see that Method Man Havoc album entitled Dirty P.
That's what it's called?
Yes, it is, because P and Old Dirty P.
Word.
And we're getting Muddy Waters too this 2021.
I don't want part twos. We don't want part twos.
That's
Stop it.
Man,
that's
Extinction Level Event Part 2 was
what
fresh.
we getting.
So
wait, say that again. Y'all were talking about what? Who said what?
Who?
Go Pierre.
One of y'all.
Me?
Go, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you said something. I
said Extinction Level Event 2 was fresh. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I have a question for you. This is good. This is a question for everybody. How many part twos were actually fresh?
It don't matter.
No.
It ain't got nothing to do with Red
Good question.
It don't got nothing to do with Red
Asking the question.
How many part twos were there?
Okay, so we got how many we got Cuba Links 2, right? That's a part 2, right? Okay. We have Jay-Z Volume 2. That's a part 2, right? Blueprint 2. That's a part 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you Blueprint 2. I will not.
Blueprint 2 might be the best out of the ones you've named so far.
What'd you say? You say PL?
Blueprint 2 is the best out of those that you've named so far.
Wow. Why are you bugging every week? You do this every week.
Wait.
That's why we got a
mystery
spinoff coming, because you do this every week. We had to spin it off.
Wait, so you're saying Cuba Links 2, Blueprint 2 is better than Cuba Links 2. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're also saying and you have Ely 2.
Thomas D said documentary 2.
Documentary 2.
Wait, what was the one you said before that?
Who, me?
Yeah. Did you say one before?
You said 3.
Blueprint 2 and then
Blueprint 2.
You said documentary 2?
Documentary 2.
I thought you said another.
I did say another one. It was ELE.
ELE 2.
ELE 2. Now, see, the reason why I hate part 2s is because when they talk about part 2s, they take so long to come out. I've been hearing Liquid Swords 2 for 1,000 years. I've been hearing Muddy Waters for 1,000 years. I've been hearing Supreme Clientele, Blue and Cream, 1,000 years. Where's it at? So that's why I don't like part 2s. Because it takes long. There's too much anticipation. Just drop it. Stop talking about part 2s. Just drop it. I don't care.
Oh.
So you saying if I had, in case I don't make it 2, and I just surprise drop it, like, yo, next album coming
just drop
February.
I will have no
just drop
it.
Just drop it.
It takes that anticipation away and
in
lets
case
you
I still don't
focus on the music.
Tyler Bennett said late registration was the best part 2. That's not a part 2.
It's not a part 2.
Not a part 2.
That is the second album.
The second album. I'm not talking about sophomore. I'm talking about like Man on the Moon 2. Good one. Very good one,
Man on the
Thomas.
Moon 2. There you go.
Very good one. That one I can say.
Yeah.
A good part 2.
Man on the Moon 2. Yes. Man on the Moon 3.
Good one. I just want to. I can't think of all the part 2s. So really, we have 2.
You see, he just be loading up. Wait.
So I'll say 2 of the 7. 2 of the 7 I think I mentioned are pretty decent part 2s. Okay. I'm just saying the odds are very low.
Blueprint 2 is terrible.
That's
ELE 2 is pretty good. And
Cuban Links 2.
It was another one. Cuban Links 2 I did not like.
No, man. But we talk about Redman. Come on, man.
Still Janet James, Stillmatic is not a part 2. I mean, actually Stillmatic is a 2.
That might be a part 2.
But it's I did say volume 2. Why is volume 2 not a part 2?
Because it's volume 2. It's not a sequel to Reasonable Doubt.
But it's not a sequel.
It's not a sequel to In My Lifetime.
It's a sequel to it is volume 1, volume 2. So it's a part 2.
It's the second volume. It's not a sequel to In My Lifetime.
That's interesting. Would you consider a volume 2 a part 2?
His face right now.
I think I might leave with Arckatron. It's a part 2. It's just a different way to say part.
Yeah, I mean,
I might have to. I think I might have to.
Volume 2. I unheard volume, whatever. If volume 2 would be the part 2 to my part 1.
Is that a sequel or a continuation?
Now, isn't what a sequel is? A continuation? Or no?
Every sequel is a continuation.
Yeah, I think a sequel is a continuation of what happened previously.
You know what I'm saying? You got like episode 1, episode 2. You know what I'm saying? Episode 3.
I had to think hard about that.
Jenna James said the Carter 2. You know, you got
Carter. Like for instance, like The Matrix, right? Like Reloaded is
fantastic volume 2.
A continuation. That's a good, like a
fantastic
direct
volume 2. Come on now.
That don't really count, man.
Yes, it does.
Don't count.
Yes, it does.
What doesn't count?
It's Fantastic Volume 2. Volume 2, man.
Why doesn't that count?
Because it's
Volume 2. This is your
songs from Volume 2 on Volume.
This is your logic, sir. You said it. You set the precedent.
That doesn't say it. It's part 1. That's totally different because this song. It's literally like a remix album. Then, if you think
you ain't got to play hard to get right now.
Chronic 2001 is definitely a part 2.
It's the 2001 and first part.
That's what? What?
It's Chronic 2001.
Okay, I would say
it's the 2000 and first part, fam.
I would take Chronic 1 over Chronic 2, but Chronic 2 is definitely
as you should.
Is a very good part 2. So I would give it that. Yeah. All right, we're getting some. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Food and Liquor. Tyler Bennett. Not familiar with Rick. You know, I know who the albums are. I just don't.
Food and Liquor 2. I don't think I've heard it.
I didn't hear one.
Food and Liquor 2 was who?
Lupe Piaz. Lupe.
Okay.
after the first
talking about somebody said Ross.
Port of Miami 2.
Ross,
Port of Miami 2. You know anything much?
I haven't heard that one yet. I haven't listened to it
yet. 2 was cool. 3 was, I like 3 a little bit better than 2.
There's the part 3.
Cool,
There's Port of Miami 3 is out.
Yes, sir.
Can't keep up with it. Well, up to Cal 2000. That's a part 2.
That's a part 2.
I
know you like that.
Speaking of Red and Meth, Blackout.
Don't talk about Blackout. What? You mean the first one? There's no second one. What are you talking about?
I never heard of the second one.
Yeah, thank you for proving my point about part 2s, PL. Thank you. Blackout 2 on the docket. Thank you, sir. Wait, Mike. Get Mike is out.
Does it count if every album is called the same? Like, if they did another album, it's probably gonna be called Blackout 3.
Yeah,
more than likely.
In the same way that like Cypress Hill 2, Cypress Hill 3, Cypress Hill 4, like it's Cypress Hill 3, Temples of Boom, Cypress Hill, like it's Cypress Hill 4. So does it still?
I mean, no, just the part 2 counts. I'm only counting the second version of iteration of the first. So, but that especially named the same. So those Cypress Hills, I'm only counting Cypress Hills 2. That's the one I'm talking about, the second one. Like just comparing it, like how many of them are actually good.
I don't even think it was called Cypress Hill 2 either. But Cypress Hill 4, it was like Cypress Hill 4. It's
just like Bob.
It was like some
1,
rock,
2,
some rock
and
type.
3. 1, 2. Like, what's better, 1 or 2? They're both.
What's better, good. Blueprint 2 or Blueprint 3?
3.
What's better, from Dog to God 2 or from Dog to God 3?
3.
NERDSoul, we can't hear you. Where you at?
What is going on with They trying to take me out, y'all. Trying to take me out.
DC heard you.
DC heard to get me. That's all right. That's all right.
Marshall Mathers 2. That's a good one, Jenna James.
Which one?
Marshall Mathers
2.
The Marshall Mathers LP 2. I've never heard either one like that, so I have to know.
The first one's better. There's some moments on 2, but the first one's better.
HNIC part 2.
The first one's better. And there's some moments on 2 that I really like, but the first one's better.
She got it on lock. That she getting on them like Ghetto Chopper City.
Yeah,
she got boats. She got boats. 2 Chainz, boats. Dream Chasers 2.
Nah,
Lloyd Banks.
That 2 Chainz, nah. Based on a true story, 2 is not better than 1. Nah. What else?
Was it at least good though?
Yeah, it's good, but it's not better than 1.
No, all I'm trying to do is prove that part 2s can be good. That's it.
I forgot this happened. Back the F up part 2. I forgot that happened.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Okay.
It didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, no, but it did happen. And with that tone, that sounds like it did happen. That's a little joke that we do.
I don't know nothing about what you're saying, brother.
I remember that.
It did not happen.
I'm about to do my Googles right now.
Gotta hit up the
Googles.
Googles.
Any Googles for something that didn't happen.
I say he didn't. You know,
I said he didn't.
Doing them Googles. Oh man. So you know what I'm saying? Money Waters 2 can be
when is
dope.
Get Rich or Die Trying 2 coming out? Yo,
you know what? That laugh is not a shot. That is just a laugh.
Wow, this is a thing. Back to F up part 2.
You just going against the grain all night tonight.
2002 it came out.
Yeah, I told you not to look it up.
In 2002 it came out. Yuck. I don't even want to hear that.
2002? Is that the joint? What? Nah, that was. I'm trying to remember what was on it.
Nothing.
What Back to F Up 2?
Yeah.
Welcome back. That was the same beat that AZ had.
For it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slam Harder.
AZ had that.
Harder. I remember that song.
I think it's on Asiatic. It has the same exact beat.
Oh wow.
Jenna James said Fat Joe, Jealous One Still Envy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jealous One's Envy was just better to me though.
So with that said, guys, we have met our time. You know what I'm saying? We have exhausted and exercised a few of the demons. I still think part twos can have their, especially since we got Dilla in the part twos. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give love to part two.
Count, man.
They can
Stop
it does
it.
count. Volume 2s are just like part 2s.
No. But this particular, it's like if Volume 1 had Sunshine and all the songs from Volume 2. That don't count, man. That one particular, Jay-Z's Volume 1 and 2 count as for part 2. Fantastic 1 and 2.
So are you saying that Dilla's music doesn't count? Are you saying to the American people that Dilla's music doesn't count? Is that what you're saying to the American people right now?
When are you running for office, fam?
I'm telling the people that this right here.
When are you running for office? So here's a president.
That's what I'm saying to the people.
Here's a president for it. I've been listening to a lot of Corrupt lately. Corrupt's first album, Corruption, has a song called Ho's a Housewife. Corrupt's next album, Streets is a Mother, I want to say Streets is a Mother, also has Ho's a Housewife. It's the same song, but it's reworked and redone. It's got a Dre beat, a different feature.
That's one song. Is it like 4 or 5 songs that's on the same album? Just like on Fantastic 1 has a lot of songs that's on the Fantastic 2. That's all I'm saying. It's like 4 or 5 of them.
I don't know why he's trying to invalidate Jay Dilla's work. I mean, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. I don't know. I thought he was a Dilla fan. Maybe he's not. You know what I'm saying? We got to dig into his social media.
Validate his work.
Is it true? Is it true that you said Dilla was nothing but a low-rent beat maker back in 1997? Is that true, Arckatron?
Never, ever even thought that. Never thought it.
Is it true that
you
said...
them just even to have those thoughts, those are thought crimes right there. Those are thought crimes.
Wow.
Shouts to thought crimes. Is it true? Is it true that you said that Sam I Am is a better producer than Jay Dilla? Is it true?
Oh, hell. Ohio. No. Ohio. Cleveland. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. You must be at your mind. You must
better watch your step.
I thought it was a
Honey iced tea. Heat rock. You must be crazy.
With that said, from the side right here, the man that knows all conspiracies, PL Parker Lewis, say what's up.
Thank y'all for coming out. All right, love y'all. Good night. Parker Lewis with a Z on all social media, all streaming sites. 4-piece with his sides out now on SoundCloud. Help the Bear coming to all streaming sites February 19th, featuring the whole gang. Let's get it, man.
All right. In the bottom square, we have the one, the only, the spacefaring Anwar Highsign.
It's better living on my side, man. Hey, listen, man.
Can't lose, I'm a winner. Been doing this time, no beginner. Bars at the freezer, cold in a winter. Hit us with the bare face, looking all bitter.
Streaming platforms, man. South got something to say. Peace.
And in the diagonal corner, the one, the only, Arckatron Space Bridge. Holla at him.
Yes, ARCKATRON.com. You can find all my stuff there. This Sunday, my bad for the people who looked at Lewiz last week, but thank you for watching. This Sunday is the episode I will be in. And so I think that's January 2nd. So in the new year, ringing the new year in and having some new music on TV. All right, y'all? So holla at me. If you want to find what the links is, just go to Arckatron.com, go to Composing, and you find my stuff right there. That's all you
actual
do. I got the links.
The links, man.
I got the links.
You got the links, man.
I put in the link for the 4-piece. I put the link in there, so y'all follow that link, listen to it, hit a thumb, share it, do everything you're supposed to do on SoundCloud. I can't remember everything you can do, but do it.
Yeah.
All right. Do all that, share it, do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout to, you know what I'm saying? You want to say something?
Reshare that.
And of course, NERD SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. YouTube is the hub. Hit the thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit the thumbs down. But if you hit the thumbs down, I'm gonna send Jazzo after you. All right. That's all I'm saying. You don't want that. All right. You don't want that. Because he don't
War Report 2. I forgot about the War Report.
The War Report that didn't happen. So we signed
didn't
off.
happen, fam.
Yeah,
I'm
We
ready to
signing off.
Nah, I'm not gonna let. Nah, that didn't happen either, fam.
Podcast if you want to listen. Spotify for that music. But we gonna leave you with the one and only Arckatron. He got them beats. We gonna hit y'all with some future sounds. From us to y'all, we just saying peace.
And Merry New Year, y'all.
Future sounds love sex.
Merry New Year.
Oh man.
Happy New Year, folks.
New Year. Come on like a bird, y'all mean?
Y'all mean? Good.